Hi guys, this is my monthly update for my Pan Those Eyeshadows Project Pan. This is my September update, and as always, I don't actually want to pan my shadows. My version of this, different people do this in different ways. My version of this is I just want to make some dents. I want to make some dents in my shadows. I want them to look at least a little bit used because there are shades that I will never use. Because I have my favorites and I'm shy about certain shades and I'm not going to reach for them voluntarily. So this makes me use the shades that I want to use. So if you want to see how I did this month, then stick around. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Andi and I'm really happy that you're here. Okay, you guys, all of the rules are going to be in the description box below as always so that you can see what rules that I kind of adapted for my version of the Pan Those Eyeshadows Project Pan. So let's go ahead and get started. First up is the Rust palette from Melt. And I rolled in last month, I rolled in this shade right here. And this is what it looked like last month. You can see it was a brand new shade, brand new. And this is what it's looking like this month. Still not a whole lot of use on it, you guys. But I did use it the 10 times. I did. I used it for my brows. Thank you, Michelle Nylander. Thank you. Because I was not happy when this rolled in. And she said, use it on your brows. Genius. Genius. So what I do with this is I go in with my eyebrow brush and I just do that. I just touch it. And I do the outer part of my brows. And then I touch it again and do the outer part of my brows. And I use a whole different shade of brown for the front part of my brows because it's a little lighter brown and I don't want my brows to be just dark brown time. But I did use it all 10 times. So that is rolling out. Next up is the Pat McGrath Bridgerton palette. This shade right here is the one that was rolled in. It was basically shade number 1 because there are no names for it. This is what it looked like last month. As you could see, there was a little disturbance, not too much. I had used it 7 times last month. This is what it looks like now. As you can see, a lot more disturbance. I only needed 3 more uses on it. And I did that. So that is awesome. So this is also rolling out. Yay! Okay, now we have my singles. Also for the second month in a row, we had the Give Me Glow Pretty Little Lilac. And this is what it looked like last month. And this is what it looks like now. As you can see, there is quite a nice little dent in there. I am very happy with the way this looks. It does. It looks like it's been used. And this one was harder to use the 10 times because it is a very specific shade. You have to use it with very specific shades. At least I do. To feel comfortable, I do. So, Purple Looks. I had to use it with Purple Looks. And I had used it 8 times last month, so I only had to use it 2 more times this month. And I did that. I did. So that is also rolling out. Next up is the shade Olivia by Odin's Eye. That is what it looks like. And this is what it looked like last month. As you can see, it was pretty new. I had swatched it, but I hadn't used it. And this is what it looks like now. There's some disturbance going on, a little bit of the pattern taken off the top. Now this, I had to use 10 times. This was rolled in last month, and I have only used it 3 times. Yeah, I have only used it 3 times, and I'll tell you in a minute why that is. Lastly is the ColourPop Super Shock in the shade 405. This is what it looked like last month. Last month I had used it 3 times. Not a whole lot of disturbance. This is what it looks like now. Looks pretty much the same. As you can see, it looks pretty much the same. You guys, I've only used it 1 time. I only used it 1 time this past month. Again, it's a very specific shade, which I will only wear with specific other specific shades. And I don't know, I was feeling fall, a lot of fall this past month, and I just didn't use it. I love it, but I just didn't use it. So if you're keeping track, we are rolling out 3 items. We are rolling out the Rust palette. We are rolling out the Pat McGrath Bridgerton palette. And we are rolling out the Give Me Glow single. So you guys, this was our color story last month. I was not really excited about this color story. I really wasn't. I only had one matte. Mattes are just easier to use, you guys. They're easier to get your uses out of because I personally do more mattes than shimmers on my eyes. So, as I said in the beginning, all the rules are going to be in the description box below. However, we're changing a couple of rules because it's my project and I can change them if I want. Going forward, if I roll in a shade that is similar to another shade already in the project, then I am going to re-roll because these 2 shades were very, very similar. That's why I didn't get as much use out of this because I was finishing this up. And yeah, so if I roll in a shade that is very similar to another shade, I am going to re-roll because I don't want 2 shades that are the same in the project at one time. Also, I'm not doing glitters. I didn't think about that until recently when I was looking at one of my ColourPop palettes. There's a glitter in it. I'm like, oh, I hope I don't get that ever. I'm like, wait a minute, it's my project. I'm not doing glitters. I don't like glitter. I don't wear glitter, so I will not be rolling in any glitters. So I will re-roll. If a glitter comes up, I will re-roll. So hopefully, we have this out, and this out. So hopefully we get something that matches these 2 right here. So we're going to pick our palettes first. And I have my palettes on my wheel of names. And we're going to Dose of Colors Blushing Berries. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I am super excited about that. Yay. I am super excited about that. Okay, and we will randomly choose the shade in just a minute. So we're going to close that out and we're going to pick another palette. Laura Geller, the Casual Collection. That is a very pretty palette. It's very light. It's more of a winter palette, and that's awesome because I haven't really got much use out of that. All right, you guys, let's bring up our singles. We're going to choose a single. Okay, here are our single pans. And let's see what we get, you guys. Let's see what we get. Looksy Dark Waters. Can you see that? There we go. Looksy Dark Waters. Oh, I don't know what that looks like. I bet it's a blue though. I'm sure it's a blue. Okay, you guys, and to make this very interesting, make it fun, and to punish myself, I'm bringing in a second Super Shock. Yeah, I am. I'm so tired of looking at this. I'm just saying. Okay, now I'm opening up my Super Shocks. This is my Super Shocks. And let's see what we have. You're Kidding Me. Oh, that's easy. That's easy. I think, why can't you see that? There you go. You're Kidding Me. I think that's the easy one. I think. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go and grab those things, and then we're going to randomize the shades in the palettes and see what I get. Stand by. Okay, guys, this is the Dose of Colors Blushing Berries. It's very reflective. I'm going to put this over something over the mirror. This is what it looks like. It is so pretty. I love this. And it's funny because this was going to be pulled in next month for fall. because I love these shades in the fall. I love wines and berries in the fall. All right, so we're going to randomly choose between 1 and 5. And let's see what it gives us. Shade number 2. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so this is shade number 2. It is more of a warm berry, so that would look good with the Super Shock, which I haven't showed you yet, but I will. So let's go into Laura Geller, the Casual Collection. This is what that palette looks like. It is very, very pretty. It's very muted and soft. It is a very winter color story for me. But there is a brown there, and there's some taupes, and there's a lid setting shade. That would be awesome if I got that, because that would be easy. Okay, there are 12 shades in here. There are 12 shades in here, and I'm showing it to you upside down because there's a mirror there. Okay, so we're going to randomize between 1 and 12. And this 2 is left over from last time. Shade number 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. That is a great transition shade. Wow. So this is the Dose of Colors shade. And you can't see it, but the Laura Geller is right here. So that might actually be a good lid setting shade for me. Now the single that I chose, Dark Waters. It is so pretty. It is so pretty, but this is so summer for me. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't know how I'm going to use that. I'm swatching it for you. It is so pretty though. That is what it looks like. It has a little bit of a flip to it, from like a turquoise to a like blue, like a regular blue, like a blue violet. Yes. So let's go ahead and swatch our other single and our new Super Shock. This is what that looks like. It is called You're Kidding Me. And look how adorable. This was part of a fundraising. Can you see? It's got a little kitty face on it. Can you see that? It's part of a fundraising thing. There was a doggy and a kitty. And I was thinking that the cat one was the lighter of the two, which is a really great inner corner shade. But it isn't. But that's okay. So I'm going to put that on there. And then I'll go ahead and swatch the 405 so that you can see our whole color story. Now 4 of these are going to be really easy to use together. This, and these 2 are going to be so easy to use together. This is the Dose of Colors Blushing Berry shade. This is the Laura Geller Casual Collection shade. This is Looksy Dark Waters. This is the Odin's Eye Olivia that's carrying over. This is the Super Shock in You're Kidding Me. And this is the Super Shock that is 405 that is also carried over. So let's recap real quickly. I have to use both of the palette shades 10 times because those are new. I have to use the Looksy Dark Waters 10 times. I have to use the Odin's Eye Olivia 7 more times. 7 more times I have to use this. And then the You're Kidding Me, I have to use that 10 times. 10 times. And then this I have to use 6 more times. Yeah. 6 more times. You guys, again, I thought with the Blushing Berries, because of this shade right here and this shade right here, I thought I'd be able to use this with it. But I got the little warmer shade, which is fine. It's fine. We're going to make it work, you guys. We're going to make it work. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for my Pan Those Eyeshadows Project Pan, aka we're making dents. Tell me what you think of my color story. Tell me what you think of it. You know, if it weren't for this one right here, I would say it would be really easy, but what's the fun in that, I guess? Because, so I've never used this shade. I've used this shade. I've never used this shade. It was untouched. Prior to bringing it in, I've never used that, and I've never used that. So, that's what it's all about, is using my stuff. So let me know what you think about my new color story. It has definitely changed from last month. I really appreciate you guys being here, and until our next adventure, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.